Vince Russo was madly fixated on Sable. Vince McMahon thought that Sable was the most gorgeous creature to ever As soon as Sable came up with... Vince wanted Johnny B. Bad. Vince had suddenly discovered somehow, after all this time, Johnny B. Bad, and thought that he was just great, and thought he was going to be a star. So when Mark Marrow, who played Johnny B. Bad on television, his contract came available, Vince wants him. And he gave him, he flew him and Sable up to the office to have the meeting. He didn't realize, which Bruce tried to mention to him, and I chimed in for what it was worth. He wasn't getting Johnny B. Bad because Johnny B. Bad was a WCW trademark and character, and Mark Marrow, this is what later has come back to bite the WWE in the ass as far as their developmental program. Mark Marrow, since the time he got into wrestling, had been trained to be Johnny B. Bad. He was never trained to work. He was trained to play a character. And as a result, he had the 7 to 12 minute Johnny B. Bad match and the Johnny B. Bad promo and the Johnny B. Bad, he was Johnny B. Bad. He never learned how to be Mark Marrow. This is what the problem is now when guys are taught to play characters. So they bring Mark Marrow up, and he's a very intelligent young man and very fucking well-spoken and makes a good image. And there comes Sable, his wife Rena, with him. And Bruce tells me, oh, we're going to bring Rena too. We'll call her Sable. Why? He's a babyface. Why does he need a girl? Well, help, try what I said. Number one, it's going to take attention away from a babyface with a girl, especially a girl with fake snavitzes out like this. What the fuck? Why? Guys are going to resent him. He doesn't know what he's doing anyway. Remember that. What are we going to fucking come up with? Johnny B. Bad Light or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. It's not going to work out. Come to find out, it didn't work out. However, Vince was just taking, what a lady she was in the meeting, and she's beautiful. And then he and Russo would sit and go back and forth and imagine in white panties. There was the phrase that came up sometimes. And I'm like, number one, I don't want to fantasize about a lady. To me, that's like being on a diet and fantasizing about a low-fat Twinkie. If I want to fantasize, I'm not going to fantasize about a lady because that's not what the fantasy is about. I don't want her to be a lady. Secondly, Sable never she wanted to be on television. She wanted to be in Playboy. She wanted to be on TV. She wanted to be a star. She didn't want to be in the wrestling business. That was just the means to the end. She didn't care about being in the wrestling business. She didn't want to train not even to be a wrestler, just to do anything physical convincingly. The one time Luna had to hit her with the belt, she ended up pushing it into her back like that because she was afraid, oh my God, I'll get hurt. Well, it ain't ballet, sister. You're making a lot of fucking money for the plastic surgeon you chose, which was your only fucking talent. It's not, I never had any words with her as a person, except the concept of Sable galled me. She wasn't a good speaker. She couldn't cut a promo. She wasn't a good dancer. She didn't have any rhythm. She wasn't interested in being in the wrestling business or learning how to wrestle. She was making a lot of fucking money and taking up a fucking spot. But because these two middle-aged men were fixated on how beautiful she was, when half of that was created and arranged by a plastic surgeon, over here, Sonny was an out front cunt, whereas Sable was an undercover cunt. I said she's gonna sooner or later, when she gets in some leverage, then you're gonna find out, because she's a snot to all the other girls.
That's what happened.
She's just nice to you guys. She's an undercover cunt. Sonny's an out front cunt. She's a bitch and she's out front with it. But she's talented. She can cut a promo. She loves the business. Marlena was talented, could cut a promo, was professional. Sable was the one they were fixated on. Holy shit.
Just because of her look, I guess, it sounds
well,
like.
What else? What the fuck was there?
I don't know.
In the production meetings, it would sometimes be a half an hour when she come out for the T-shirt spot. Where's the T-shirt spot going to go with Sable, blah, blah, blah. And that Stepford wife, monotonous tone, nasal drone to her voice. This is for all the men who want to see me and the women who want to be me, or whatever the fuck. I said one time, well, I don't know what they got for putting a live microphone in front of Sable's mouth, but it should have been 3 to 5 years.